This is Vin Redmond from Elon Baseball. I'm here today with Figured Out Baseball, and we're going to talk about our fastball change drill via front toss. This is a drill that we do with our hitters who it adds the next level of complexity from just regular front toss, and we're actually changing speeds on them. All right. So this is a good drill to expose hitters who are not balanced in their load, typically because they're going too fast and they're rushing it. So as I mentioned in the last front toss progression video, it's important for our hitters to start their load movement when the balls separate, which gives them a good amount of time, a realistic look, similar to an arm swing. So when the pitcher separates his hands is when you're going to get going as a hitter. It's the same thing with front toss. When the balls separate, you're going to start your load. For hitters who start their load too late or go too quickly through their load, it often appear to be herky-jerky, out of balance, not under control. So that would be something like this, where we want to be as smooth as possible with our load. All right, so everything we're doing is balanced and under control. We never want to lose our balance. Okay, so fastball change exposes hitters who don't want to listen to me and get started at the right time, or it also exposes hitters who I feel need to have some balance issues. So either they're striding out too far. That's the biggest one that we encounter, is when hitters start striding out too far and kind of cheating to that one pitch. Changeup exposes that. So I'll play games with them back there. I'll start with mostly fastballs and I'll mix in changeups, probably about 75 to 25. So if we're doing a round of 10, I'll give probably anywhere between 6 and 8 fastballs and 2 to 4 changeups. It's just, again, to keep them honest and keep them on their toes. I still want them ready to hit the fastball. Obviously that's important. We don't want to be on the changeup and then try to fight off the fastball. We have to be working off of our fastball timing. When the changeup happens, we need to be able to stay balanced back and not work out over our front side this way, and get that weak contact, roll over pull side, or flare opposite to the opposite field. Okay, so there's a couple different ways that you can go about hitting off-speed pitches. The first way, the more common way, at least in amateur levels, is to work off of one rhythm. Okay, so you have your fastball rhythm here. All right, and then once you realize it's an off-speed pitch, you sink into that front leg a little bit, maintaining, keeping your hands back this way, so you're still balanced and you're still in a position to drive the ball. Okay. The other way you can do it is you can vary your the time of your load or the length of your stride. Okay, so a fastball timing might be here, where a breaking ball timing might be a little bit of a hesitation there. So you're actually either striding out further, you're keeping your foot in the air a little bit longer. A lot of major league hitters do that, but that's something that, in my experience, very few hitters at our level are able to do, and manipulate how long their foot is in the air for. You really have to be athletic, one, and you have to be able to maintain your back hip tension. You have to keep your weight in your back hip for a long time in order to be able to alter how long your foot's in the air for. So for our hitters who want to try that out, I encourage them to do that in this drill. And I usually ask them before the drill whether they want to be one rhythm hitter or 2 rhythm hitters, meaning are they going to get their foot down and wait and sink into that front side and still maintain leverage with their hands back here, or are they going to try to match the pitch with either lengthening out the stride or keeping the foot in the air a little bit longer. For the one rhythm swing, which is more prominent in the amateur levels, that just means that you're going to work off of your fastball timing. Okay, so your fastball might be here, boom, and then your changeup or your off-speed pitch might be here, wait, and then go. All right, obviously it's not going to be that long, but there will be, your foot's going to get down at about the same time, and you're going to make your adjustment, your timing adjustment, because it's a slower velocity pitch, just by kind of sinking into your front side just a little bit. But it's important that you're keeping your weight back still. It's not this way, it's just a little bit of a sink. Okay? And for the 2 rhythm hitters, which is more prominent at the next level of professional baseball, those guys actually are able to manipulate how long their foot's in the air. Okay? So on a fastball, they might be here. On a changeup or a slower pitch breaking ball, they might be here. So the fastball, they might land there, and as you can see, an off-speed pitch, they might just go a little bit further, and that allows them to still go foot strike swing instead of foot strike, wait, 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 and then swing. For our fastball changeup, I'll just demonstrate the two pitches. For the fastball, I usually just go with 4-seam grip like this. However, that's just a habit of mine that I flip it in. Okay, so balls together again. Hitter starts, fastball, and the changeup, I kind of just grip it like a circle change. I just try to squeeze the ball a little bit, choke it. Sometimes it comes out as a knuckleball, sometimes it has a few more revolutions on it, a few more rotations. This will be the changeup. So from a hitter's perspective, another changeup here. From a hitter's perspective, they both should come out somewhat similar. Like I said, sometimes the changeup will come out more like a knuckleball, which will cue the hitter a little bit, tip it off. But there's ways to manipulate that too. So sometimes if guys are really struggling and you want to get their confidence up, you can kind of show it to them a little bit earlier and have it knuckle. Where other guys that really need to challenge, you can actually flip the changeup so it's spinning a little bit so it comes out exactly like the fastball, and they have to stay balanced in order to hit it. So if you want to make it knuckle, that's an easier way to do the drill for the hitters. This is Vin Redmond from Elon Baseball. Thanks for watching our fastball change drill. Next, we're going to get into our machine progression.